First at 5.
Talked to the fire marshals and the police officer and the medical examiner. Then it became real.
That is the daughter of the woman killed in a house fire last night in Lansing. Tonight, the family says she died trying to save her 2 grandsons. News 10's Maureen Halliday spoke with the family today. She joins us live in Lansing with the story.
And the family is obviously devastated by their loss, especially when they heard how the woman and the 2 boys were found.
Yes, they told me that she got them into the bathtub and turned the water on and held them. And she was trying to keep the fire away from them. She was trying to save them because they couldn't get out the door.
Around 11:45 Thursday night, Lansing firefighters were called to this house on Elizabeth Street. They found a 53-year-old woman and 2 young boys, ages 8 and 4 years old, dead inside the home.
Crews arrived. We had heavy fire coming from the front side of the house along with the side window.
I was in disbelief. I was in shock. I said, this can't be happening. Until I came here. And then I seen it.
Heartbroken family members walked the property looking at the damage.
I just remember us just being here and, you know, my kids playing with their cousins and we just hanging out and laughing. And we just remember that and we take that with us. And that's what we remember. Her sayings, their sayings, them playing and being kids.
But even those memories can't blunt the pain of their loss.
Oh yeah, she made sure her grandkids were taken care of. Yeah, she always had them, so it's really so sad and so surreal that all this is happening. I'm still trying to wrap my head around it.
Fire investigators tell us that at this time, there's no evidence indicating the fire was intentionally set. Live in Lansing, Maureen Halliday, News 10.
All right, Maureen, thank you. We will keep you updated on the investigation, and we'll let you know when the cause of that fire has been determined.
Okay, on a side note, I recorded the audio for the video before I found the news clip. So if anyone notices that I did not mention the daughter that was in the news clip in my recording of the audio, it is because of that. And my apologies to the audience for not finding this news clip before I did the audio, but I just, didn't want to go back and record. But I would say the news clip fills in a lot of blanks, and it's very interesting to say the least, how I update the situation. So let's go. Hello, this is Kev. This is Black Men Being Brutally Honest, and some tragic news here. But before I get started, if you haven't, please go below the screen, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell, and make sure you hit all when you hit that notification bell so you know when I upload news stories. And part of delivering news, unfortunately, is with good news there's also some bad news as well, and this story is downright tragic and it's crazy too. So this is out of Lansing, Michigan. Happened the night of September 3rd. This picture in the top left-hand corner is Abiana Williams. This sorry human being decided, since she thought her boyfriend was cheating on her, that she would set his mom's house on fire. Yes, she did that, killing his mom and his 2 nephews. Because keying vehicles and hot grits just isn't enough anymore. You have to kill the man's family. Now, this isn't funny. This is sick. This hood rat, before she does this, sends a text to her boyfriend saying, "I'm outside your mom's house. I hope your mom likes being burned alive. Fire department arrives on the scene. House is on fire with flames shooting out the front and the side windows. Brianna, tells the cops that she wasn't on the scene that night. And she was questioned about this. That she wasn't anywhere near it. Meaning that she immediately lied, typical of a female with zero accountability. Even the fire department didn't suspect arson. So how would the cops and the fire department get this information? The boyfriend likely told them. But you know how we are. Believe all women, believe no black man. So here's the timeline, because this really shows how insanely stupid this girl is. Okay, a friend of Williams drops her off at the scene of the crime between 11:20 and 11:30 on the night of September 3rd. The friend states that Williams was angry because she thought her boyfriend was cheating on her. So here's the logic. She's going to kill his mom because she thinks he cheated. Friend also states that Williams was talking to someone on the phone and saying, I hope your mama likes burning alive. Just before he dropped her off, she said she would throw a rock through the window. I want y'all to remember this rock. Then dude left her there because, like all simps, he didn't believe she would go that far. Now, here's what I don't get. Every time a female gets ready to do some stupid shit, she can always advise some guy that'll see her down that road along the way, whether he's a part of it or he participates in it somehow. I mean, he was the one that heard her saying all that crazy stuff on the way over there, and he ends up dropping her off. What was he thinking? That's why I called him a simp. It's like, shit, take her somewhere else, or don't drive her over there. I mean, let that burden belong to someone else, but, he got something to live with right now, so I hope he's happy. I mean, I bet he'd be on social media just sitting up here, oh, black women aren't that bad. They're just angry and they're just misunderstood and all this other stuff. So, like, for real, like, some of these women are just crazy like that. I mean, just look for the signs. Well, anyway, a neighbor sees Williams walking and she walks up and asks for a lighter, and then she walks off with the lighter too far to be seen. Later, the boyfriend obtains a lighter, and the lighter is identified distinctly as the lighter. So there's a piece of evidence right there. Surveillance footage from a neighbor picks up the sound of breaking glass at 11:24 p.m. Same video captures a woman walking up and down the street between 11:25 p.m. and 11:38 p.m. at the scene. So everything points to her doing this. So she has been charged with murder and arson. And something that, yet again, is completely unnecessary. I usually tell black men, because we have to talk to black men and whoever this guy is, because they didn't identify the boyfriend by name in any reports that I had seen. I usually tell you guys to not stick your dick in crazy. But, I mean, for real, it might be getting harder and harder to identify the crazies. I mean, you can go with a certain archetype, of course, like, she has that glazed look in her eye, she has no edges, that wig on crooked, or weave, or whatever. I mean, that might be a giveaway right there. But, we're taught not to judge a book by its cover. But, not when it's freaking obvious. I'll tell you that much. I'm sorry I didn't say this earlier in this video, but my condolences to the family, especially the boyfriend who suffered the loss of his mother over a crazy girlfriend. This was not even like a baby mama. Like, nothing in those reports said that she was a baby mama, a wife, or anything. A girlfriend. And ain't no telling how long this man and this girl had been together. Because seriously, being cheated on is a shatter to the ego. These women think they go around here thinking they got WAP right now. And women who think like that believe that they're the best in the world, and when they get cheated on, that deconfirms that. But this one right here is weird. Like, just move on. If you think your WAP is that great, move on. Now, it has not been confirmed by any source of media that he was cheating on her or not. But I will say this to him, if he ever listens or run across this video. I'm sorry that you were having sex with such an evil person. She was downright evil for that. That is something that is evil. And it takes a really messed up person to be that evil and do something like that. And not only did she murder his mom, she's a child killer. Here is the most horrible part about this. Killing 3 people. She's a child killer as well. And she set a house on fire. This is a very heinous crime. It's very serious. Like killing anyone is serious. But in that way, like, it's like, if it isn't from fire, it's from smoke inhalation. That is a very, very painful way to die. And it's like, thinking about it, and I know the boyfriend is thinking about it. Like, it's hard for me to imagine what could be going through his mind, knowing that he was sent a text that she was going to do this. And then she was, and according to the person that dropped her off at the scene of the crime, which I feel like if he's not punished, he should be shamed completely. She was talking to him on the phone saying that shit. That she says that, I hope you like your mama burning alive. Wow. Some really evil, psychotic shit to say to someone right before you actually kill his mother, and ended up killing his 2 nephews too. That is something to go through. So my condolences, brother. My condolences to your family. That is devastating. They had nothing to do with whatever was going on between you and her. Yeah, but don't blame yourself, man. That's what I'm saying. Don't blame yourself for this. Blame the evil bitch. I'm gonna be able to say stuff that you can't say. I will say it for you. But, anyway, what do y'all think about this crazy story right here? Yeah, she's been charged with murder and arson. And like I said, I hope she gets punished to the fullest extent of the law, and even worse than that. Somebody need to snatch that little hair hat off her head. Or something like this. It's like people like that are the absolute worst. Believe me. So what y'all got to say about it? Black community, black men, black women. What would your average sane thinking black woman would have to say to somebody like Abiona Williams? I want to know personally. But, anyway, my condolences to the family. Rest in peace to Melissa Weston, to Ashton Griffin, and to little Jesse Klein IV. You definitely deserve better than this. You probably didn't even know her. Seriously. But anyway, this is Kev, and this is Black Men Being Brutally Honest. And, just thinking about that, there are really bad things that happen in this world. But the good part is that if you're listening to this video, that you still have a chance. So do yourself a favor, or do someone you love a favor too. Go give them a hug. and tell them how much you appreciate them, because you never know when. Because people like Abiana Williams, evil people like Abiana Williams exist, unfortunately. My condolences once again. All right. Have a good weekend, and Kev, we trust. Goodbye.